Hi everyone and welcome back to Nicholos's Baseball Camp. Today I would like to focus on some simple hitting drills that I try and do every day. All of these you can do at home with just a hitting net and a tee. Otherwise you can go to your local park if they have batting cages. I like to do a lot of tee work. This helps me slow things down and focus on just my mechanics. I always start my hitting routine with a mini training bat like this. If you don't have one, you can just choke up on your regular bat, just like this. One-handed drills are ideal for promoting a short swing. The goal is to make sure each hand takes as short a path to the ball as possible. I start with my bottom hand. The purpose of isolating the bottom hand is to make sure I am pulling with this hand and leading with the knob of the bat. I focus on keeping my front shoulder closed and not flying open. During these drills, I'm looking to hit the ball back up the middle. If done incorrectly, you will feel yourself pulling off the ball, topping it, or rolling over. I take 5 to 7 swings and make sure I finish on a good one. This drill, I just like to put the tee right down the middle of the plate, waist high. Put your free hand under your arm, normal batting stance. Hit it right down the middle. Now, let's try that again. I then move to the top hand. The key here is to make sure the hitter is not throwing their top hand too far out or casting the bat. I focus on keeping my back elbow into my body. Again, I focus on hitting the ball back up the middle, and if I'm doing it incorrectly, I can feel myself casting or coming around the ball, which is what you want to try and avoid. I take 5 to 7 swings here as well. Once again, I put the tee right down the middle of the plate, waist high. So all you're gonna do here is put your hand on your stomach, normal batting stance again. Ball right up the middle. Let's try that again. I do this on the tee, but you can also do it during soft toss or on front toss. After this, I set up the tee on the outside and use my regular bat. You should always start working away, and the focus is to keep your front side closed and drive the ball as a righty to the right center field gap. Here, I'm trying to avoid casting and dipping. I hit 10 balls on the outside. I will demonstrate a few swings. Watch where I stand and set up the tee to simulate an outside pitch and where I'm trying to hit the ball into the net. For this outside pitch, I like putting the tee on the back corner of the plate. This simulates me having an outside pitch and letting the ball travel. I really want to focus on just hitting the ball to the right side of the net. Let's try another one. Then I move the tee to the middle where I'm simulating a pitch right down the middle. I'm focusing on mechanics, and the goal is to hit the ball right back up the middle, and again, keeping my front shoulder closed. I have a tendency to open up my front shoulder and dip my back shoulder, so I really concentrate on not doing those two things. I hit 10 balls down the middle, and right now I'll show you a few swings. For this pitch, I like to put the tee right down the middle of the plate and just in front of it. I'm also just going to put my front foot aligned with the back of the tee, as you see, just like this. One more. Next, I move the tee to the inside, which should be placed closer to your body and farther out in front. Here, I'm making sure I keep my hands inside the ball and have a short, quick swing. Again, it's important to keep your front shoulder closed and not cheat and open up to try to get to that ball. If you do, you will either roll over or pull it foul. I will take a few more swings and again, watch the tee placement and where the ball goes. For this inside pitch, all you're going to do is just place the tee farther up in front of the plate, inner half of the plate as well, and you're just going to try to hit the ball to the middle, to the left side of the net. Let's do one more. I like to finish my last 5 swings on the outside pitch. I like to make sure and focus on keeping my front shoulder closed. This approach helps me with muscle memory and good mechanics. My approach as a hitter is to always try and think to hit the ball to right center, to really focus, once again, on keeping my front shoulder closed. That's all for today's hitting lesson. I try and keep things simple and only hit one bucket, which is about 50 baseballs. I feel sometimes kids try and hit too many balls at one hitting practice, and then you end up compromising your mechanics and get frustrated. That's all from Nicolosi's Baseball Camp. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video.